and good morning. Welcome to the Pete Braley Show. I'm Pete Braley. This is my son, Matt.
That's me.
In his cold-induced stupor.
Yes.
Or whatever it is.
Yes.
Feeling any better today? Or
A little bit. A little bit. We'll see.
We'll see. My friend, you remember Uncle Jack, right? My friend Jack Peterson, he used to say whenever he got a cold that he could go to the doctor and it would take a week and a half, or he could do nothing and it would take 10 days. It just pretty much needs to run its course.
Pretty much, yeah.
Everything we've cured and all of the medical advancements, we still can't cure the common cold.
Yep.
So, it's crazy. Anyway, good morning. I want to say happy birthday to my daughter, Sarah.
Yeah.
It is Sarah's birthday today. I won't give her age. I probably have already on this show.
You probably don't even know her age.
No, I do. I do.
Okay, all right.
Only because I counted it out last night when I was trying to figure out how old she was going to get.
Just so that he could say that joke and be confident that he knew her age.
I am dedicated to my craft.
That's
what
it.
can I say?
I guess.
What can I say? It is July 14th, and this is show number 29. And before we get started, a couple of things. From yesterday, we got a Facebook post from Mrs. Guy about our question, if you could go back in time to witness any sports event live, what would it be? And she said that she would go back to witness Carlton Fisk waving the home run fair.
Ah, that'd be a good one. I bet Doug would probably have that one.
Yeah.
He's a big Carlton Fisk guy.
It happened about midnight, I think.
Yeah, because it was late in the game.
Yeah. Back in that home run, he was waving it fair. Make sure you go fair. Go fair. Dick Stockton had the call for that.
Ah.
Only I would know these things,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, only I would know. Also, we got a message. Let me see if I can get back to it here. Okay. We got a message from Diane. We actually got two messages, right? You
Yes,
got one
I got
and I
one
got
too.
one.
Yep.
Yeah. She said, my new summer read was delivered today, and it's my book.
Yeah.
She says, and I've heard this before, I don't quite understand it. She said, your writing style is one that makes the reader feel that they're sitting on the deck having an adult beverage and a conversation with a friend.
What don't you get about that?
Well, I've had people say something about they really love my style and my conversationals, and I'm like, I just write. I don't really...
Oh, he's a typical author. Oh, my God. I just write. It just comes to me, and I just... put it out there. I don't know. It's like someone speaking to me. And that's just, I don't know what this motion is, but this is how I picture it accompanying that. And yeah, I don't know. Well, no, she's saying you're a conversational writer, which is good. That's what people want. They don't you don't want to read someone's book that sounds like a science textbook. That's not what you want. So.
Oh, like what happened to you when you turned in your thesis?
What they wanted me to write. Yeah.
One of his mentors was like, you need to sound more collegiate. And he's like, but I want someone to enjoy reading it. You know, I don't want them to be bored.
Exactly.
You're right, though. Some of those things I've read when you were doing college papers.
Yeah. Well, what she said to me was, she said, yesterday my latest summer read was delivered. I was told it's a great book. It's by some dude who looks like a jolly guy full of witty banter. Well, at first I forgot if maybe I wrote a book because I thought I was the king of witty banter over here. Okay, I guess I'm corrected.
No, you are.
Because she sent the picture and it was your book.
Hey, I started witty banter before you were born.
I don't know about that.
Hey.
I don't know.
She says, from what I've read so far, your storytelling only proves that what I've always felt is true. The Braley Bunch is the most resilient family I know. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
That's very
nice. A nice compliment. Real quick, though, if anybody used the link to get to the live stream, did it work? Because we had a little bit, that's why we were a couple minutes late. We had a little bit of technical difficulties. Some would say operator error. But anyways, so yeah, if you used the link and it worked, let me know.
Okay. All right. I don't know how this works. I mean,
people are here. Gail said, Mike. Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning.
Mike.
And Abby says, good morning. Good morning as well.
Good morning.
And Gail said, I agree with Diane about how your writing makes us feel. Yeah. So stop with the whole writer. I don't get it. It just comes to me. I just write. I hear the words and I just paint it onto paper. So cut it out.
This could be enjoyable. Huh? Should we just let them keep going?
Maybe.
Diane
says, teaser, you get to learn Sarah's age. Do you write about Sarah's age in the book?
Yeah, I'd write the. I think
you probably have to do some addition though, because that book was written a couple years ago.
Right. I think I'd write the year you guys were born.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So anyway, welcome to the show. I don't know how any of this works. I just sit down and talk. and I have a little light. Catherine asked me this. She said, "How do you know which camera to look at?"
Can you see the light?
Number one, I don't always know, but yes, I can.
Oh, okay.
Number
well,
two,
that's news to me. We've been doing 29 shows now. I didn't know he could see the light.
He's got a little control on his desk, and if certain
it's
now it's this light
here. You guys can't really see it.
Yeah,
but yeah.
And then he switches to this light.
But now we're back over here.
Here we go.
Yeah, we're here. We're here. We're here. Everyone's gonna get nauseous. I'm sorry. I'll stop.
Abby, how did your first night go? She had her first night at the at her new job. She is
Yes.
managing a movie theater.
Which sounds like a fun gig.
It does.
Like. Maybe I don't know about management. I feel like working at a movie theater would be fun. But maybe that's only if you're like a part-time kid and you get to mess around.
Right.
Manager, you got to be on it.
Get to sneak in the back and watch the movies.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably also highly automated nowadays, don't you think? I mean, Abby, are you still putting film up on cameras?
Well, I doubt that. I don't know. I saw a TikTok about it. I don't know. I learned about everybody's job on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gail said, I thought the delay had something to do with Charlie. Surprisingly, it did not.
No.
Charlie is just snoozing over here.
Charlie is snoozing right now because he was up and at it at 4:30 this morning.
Yeah.
Or, Priscilla had to go in early to an early shift. So you know how much that sucks.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
I think the alarm went off at 3:45. And Charlie woke up at some point, and then I woke up, Blotter woke up. I had to go downstairs. He didn't like being alone.
Old people probs.
So he was barking. And yeah, he's also, his chewing is like ramped up. Isn't he? He's like on hyperdrive with his chewing.
I would say that, yeah.
Just can't settle down at night. Anyway, welcome. It is National Tape Measure Day. Somebody finally decided to invent a tape measure years ago. It's National Nude Day today. Sorry, I didn't get the memo.
Since we live together, let's not celebrate.
What did I say when I looked up the meaning behind this day? It's a day to enjoy an air bath. I've never heard of those before. I guess Benjamin Franklin was a big guy for air baths.
And to feel free or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We're done with that.
Yeah, that's enough.
It's also National Mac and Cheese Day, and I will have more on that in a moment. But
okay.
National Mac. Want to do that for lunch? Little Kraft mac and cheese?
Not a fan of, we'll get into it. Not a huge fan of Kraft.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I have to keep checking something. All right. It was this day in 1789, that we had Bastille Day. That's the French Revolution beginning with the storming of the Bastille prison in Paris, which is now celebrated as France's National Day. So if you're French, big day for you today. On this day in 1946, Dr. Benjamin Spock wrote Common Sense Book of Baby and Child Care. It was referred to for years, decades, as the #1 baby book.
If it's common sense, why are you writing a book about it?
I know. I wonder if it stands up today. I wonder if his teachings...
Here we go with another Pete Braley homework assignment.
Keeps me out of your way all day, doesn't it?
You could buy the book and do that in your unplugged weekend.
Yeah. I thought about that yesterday. I'll get to that next. But,
all right.
And on this day in 1972, this is really not a big sports event, but I think it's cute and it's something I've never heard of before. On this day in 1972, the plate umpire and the catcher in a game were brothers. Bill Haller is the umpire. Tom Haller is the Detroit Tigers catcher. Kansas City won by a score of 1-0.
I feel like the reason that doesn't really happen often is because nowadays they probably try to not do that.
Right.
Because that would be, I don't know, I feel like the umpire would be a little biased there.
Could
be biased to the other team, though, if it's a brother.
Yeah.
Like, if Doug was catching and I was the umpire, I probably would favor the other team.
Right, because
sibling rivalry.
Exactly, your way of talking trash.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Getting back to the weekend unpluggedness, I've got to think this through because what's the first thing I do when I get up on the weekend? Well, besides go to the bathroom.
Normally, I'm already at work by the time you wake up.
So normally I get a cup of coffee and I sit on the couch and I go through my phone.
Okay.
So right off the bat for Saturday, I've got to come up with another plan.
They actually say that's not a good idea. You should
Why?
give yourself like a couple hours before you go on your phone.
Oh, really?
I don't know why. Everyone says that. All the people that are like, better yourself. I don't know. I fail at that. I look at my phone before I even get out of bed.
I do.
Mainly because Mainly it's like
It's your alarm.
Did anything? That.
Yeah.
But like then I check social media real quick to see if anything groundbreaking happened overnight. But that's the problem. That's the addiction. But
Because if the world is coming to an end, you'll just roll over. Why get up?
that's a good point. I mean, mainly it's like I don't know. Did any big news happen that I need to know in case somebody walks up and they're like, "Hey, did you know that Burger King is now the leading fast food distributor?" And I'd be like, "That's not true." And then I would turn around and go to bed.
And their number one menu item is potato salad?
Yeah.
Coming up today, what happens if you die in your dreams? Okay? What happens? It's not in your sleep.
That's disturbing. Oh, die in your dream. Okay.
What happens if you die in your dream?
Because that's what it used to say, right?
Yeah,
the outline said...
The outline says what happens if you die in your sleep.
Yeah.
Well, you're done.
Well, you die. That's that's about it. I heard that's a nice way to go, though.
But it's actually about what happens if you die in your dreams. Because I heard somewhere once where if you dream of yourself falling off a cliff, you will wake up before you land.
Yes, I believe that's true.
Yeah.
I heard something that says you can't die in your dreams. You'll always wake up before you actually die. I don't know if that's true or not. But that's what I heard. Because, like, your dreams are all things you've seen.
You're processing it, right?
So, like, you could have seen them in movies. That's why, like, we can have, like, fiction dreams because it can be stuff you've seen in movies or stuff like that. But I heard something that you can't actually see yourself. You wake up right before you die because we don't know what that's like. I don't know.
Well, a story about what happens if you do die in your dreams. All right. The reasons you walked out on a first date. This is hilarious, and you feel free to add to it in the chat. But reasons you walked out on a first date. Nope, I'm done. The Health and Fitness File looks at the latest TikTok challenge and how dentists are not happy. And we have a new ice cream flavor that gets launched on a very special day. We'll get to those stories and more.
It is 8:15, though.
8:15, yeah. First, we got to take care of something here.
Yeah, let's see. Let me see if I can. Let me put
Back
the
in the
camera
day,
on my beautiful face.
Back in the day when I was on the radio, I used to pull up a phone line.
And now we have smartphones and a cable that I can plug into this board. All right, let's do it.
Make a certain call.
Let's make a phone call.
Just like old times.
Hello?
Hola, Sari.
Happy birthday!
Hello, birthday. Thank you!
Yay!
You are live on.
Yay!
You're live on the internet, so don't say anything embarrassing.
Well, okay.
You can
Don't set me with good time.
You can swear, but don't say anything embarrassing.
Yeah. Abby
Well,
says.
shit.
Abby Braley says, "Happy birthday, Sarah."
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop whoop.
How are you on this fine July 14th?
Driving to work because this is 32.
Oh,
Just go to work.
She said
she
it.
said it.
I
Dad-
did not say it this morning.
Dad didn't want to say your age just in case you didn't want him to.
Oh, no. I'm going to be that person that's like, hell yeah, I'm 67. There's
And I'm
going to be
proud.
there's going to be no shame.
I think she kind of gets that from me. It's like I still, you know me, like, is there cake? Is there any cake?
Exactly.
Sure, that's all he cares about.
Are there presents?
He's had cake every day this week, Sarah.
Are we doing the FaceTime opening of the gift tonight? I guess.
I think so, because I think Doug's coming over tonight, right?
Yes, and Kat brought my gift for you back with her, so you're going to open me and Liam's present
today. Wow.
Look at this, so many presents.
Where would we be without?
So many presents.
Where would we be without FaceTime?
I actually think your gift from me. By the way, I'm saying your to Dad, Sarah. Sorry, but your gift is already down there for you. But your gift,
Oh.
Dad, from me is coming in today. So there's just going to be a ton of presents.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at it, 2 days after the. Hey, Sarah, I wanted to ask you something. Are you like me when it's finally your birthday and you look at your phone and you see the date? It's like, whoa, that looks so cool. It just doesn't today. When you look at the date, doesn't today feel different than say last Tuesday? You know.
Well, yeah, like yesterday when I was working and I was writing the date on things, I would smirk and be like, tomorrow's my birthday.
By the way, Sarah is actually heading into work a little bit later than usual. Why is that, Sarah?
I think my staff wanted to decorate.
No.
It would really stink if you walk in and there's no decoration. And they were just like, no, we just wanted to give you a couple extra minutes. That was all.
No, they told me I wasn't allowed to come in.
Ah,
I was
okay.
like,
So there's probably something.
And one of the reasons is because Sarah is the one that decorates for everyone else, aren't you?
Sarah is the party planning committee.
I am.
The
The
PPP?
Party Planning Committee. The PPC.
Yes.
PPC, that's right.
Yeah.
You've been known to have fashion show at lunch. This is...
Dad clearly is not a super fan of The Office.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I was trying to drop an office.
Well, the
line.
fashion show at lunch doesn't really correlate with the party planning committee. Kind of two separate jokes there.
Okay.
So he needs
But
to
I
learn.
appreciate the effort.
Yeah. Sarah, Gail, and Nathan both said happy birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, you have a great day today. And what did you tell me that your brother Doug made an offer for your birthday and you accepted right away? What did he suggest for tonight?
He said, I'll pick up some Chipotle and we'll watch Shark Week.
Yes.
And I said, hell yeah.
I just love how me and Dad celebrated his birthday with Chipotle. Now you're doing the same thing. It's perfect.
But Shark Week, like even Discovery Channel was all about my birthday this year. They're
That's
like,
right.
you know what? Let's put Shark Week on her birthday.
Isn't Shark Week usually later in the summer?
I thought it was earlier in the summer.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think you're both wrong. I think it's always kind of been mid-July.
Has it?
Yeah.
All right. I'm not a Shark Week fan, I guess.
I guess
I'm
not.
a Shark Week fan, but then again, I just watch the shark stuff year round.
Yeah. Well, you have a great day today, and share pictures, and we'll put a picture up tomorrow of what your offices look like. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Happy
All right,
birthday.
bye.
Love you,
Thank
bye.
you. Bye.
Oh, I just hung up on her birthday.
Well, she was a little more coherent than when I used to wake
And
her up.
that clip
Yeah.
we played a couple weeks ago.
When I used to wake her up at 6 in the morning or whatever time it was.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. We didn't do that, partly because we weren't awake at 6 in the morning.
yeah, I didn't want to wake up this morning either. I think it's because someone had me up at 4:30.
Yeah, I heard him barking. He
Yeah.
was screaming at 4:30.
He doesn't like to be alone.
Well, I didn't know you left him alone. See, typically he'll just bark when Trish leaves. He's
Yeah,
a big Trish fan. I don't know why, but
He
is.
did whine. He did whine a little when Mom
Yeah.
left, but the barking was because he was alone.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, let me get to the news this morning, unless you had some chats to catch up on.
Gail said, Pete, I know what you mean about looking at the date. Just makes you smile.
It
I think
does.
it's because you wait the whole year for the date. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
And Diane said, me too, Sarah. I'm 60, so I'm starting to get senior discounts. At Basque Medical, they have senior sons sweet. Hey,
Nice.
do it up. Be proud. I mean,
guess.
I'm young and 22, so I don't know yet. Anyways, I'm sorry.
I-
Gail said, Shark Week fan here, too. We used to always be at the beach for Shark Week, then we got out of sync. See, I feel like you wouldn't want to be at the beach for
I
Shark
know,
Week,
I
though.
know.
That would discourage me.
I can remember when Jaws came out. Way back.
I think I've said this before. I don't think I've seen Jaws, or
I-
at least the full movie. I think this is a theme of classic movies that I haven't seen the full thing.
Well, I used to do that too until a couple of years ago. I started watching the classics. I started, go check out that Turner Classic Movies, or just look at movies on demand.
Mm-hmm.
And I did the same thing. I had never seen Citizen Kane, which they say is a classic by Orson Welles. So I watched that. What else? The one Play It Again, Sam, Casablanca. I went and watched that. So you could this summer when you don't know what to watch.
You got too much time on your hands, Pete.
Yes, I did.
That's what it is.
Yep.
Kat's here. She says she loves Shark Week. Kat's a big shark fan.
She is.
She
Yeah.
played for a softball team called the Sharks. Pretty sure she has a stuffed shark
She
somewhere.
had that big stuffed shark.
Yeah.
Remember
I don't know
that?
where that is. Maybe it's in storage.
Funny story about that was they were having what do you call it, like a Christmas gift exchange thing. So she went out and she saw this, I don't know, 4-foot long stuffed shark,
Mm-hmm.
and she said that would be a good gift for someone on my team. So she went and she bought the shark. She gave it to the person, and then she said, that was really cool. We went back to the store
I missed that shark.
so she could buy one for herself.
That's funny.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the news on this Wednesday morning, July 14th. The technology and flexibility that reinvented work during the COVID-19 shutdown is here to stay, according to a new State Commission report. Governor Baker told Channel 5's Karen Anderson that he asked for the study to help the state prepare for changes in transportation, office space, housing, childcare, worker retraining, and other employment-related issues. The governor said the whole issue about where people work and when they work, and commuting patterns and childcare and job training are all going to end up being big pieces of how we need to think about supporting people going forward. The state's last remaining mass COVID-19 vaccination site is closed today. The final doses were administered yesterday at the former Circuit City store in Dartmouth, which opened in February. The state has been shutting down its mass vaccination sites during the last month to focus on community-based vaccination efforts. Actor Sacha Baron Cohen is suing a Somerset marijuana dispensary for $9 million. A billboard for Solar Therapeutics earlier this year depicted his popular Borat character giving 2 thumbs up with the catchphrase, "It's nice." In the lawsuit, his attorney said the actor has never used marijuana products and would never participate in an ad campaign for cannabis.
That just blows my mind that, like, they would run an ad without getting... Like, who thought that through?
Yeah.
So, because I'm assuming
Obviously-
they just never got permission or anything. So,
Obviously, someone never thought it
who was
through.
like, we can totally get away with this.
Yeah.
It's going to be discreet. It's not going to be on the side of the highway on a giant billboard or anything.
The Supreme Court will hear Boston Marathon bomber Johar Tsarnaev's death sentence case this fall. The High Court shared its October schedule on Tuesday, and Tsarnaev's hearing is set for October 13th. A federal appeals court threw out Tsarnaev's death sentence last year, citing potential jury bias. The Trump administration challenged that, and the Supreme Court agreed to take up the case. President Joe Biden has called for an end to capital punishment, but in this case, his administration is arguing for it. And hiring challenges have taken a bit of a bite out of fun here. At the schedule for one of the area's famous amusement parks, Canopy Lake Park in Salem has trimmed the days it's open and will close early a few days a week. Like so many businesses, there are just not enough employees to go around. So for now, the park will now be closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. Canopy Lake has been unable to open 7 days a week since before the pandemic. Officials from the park said while about half of the staff returns each year, new applicants are down 75%. Wow.
If I didn't live, like, how far away are we? Like 2.5 hours?
Something like that. Yeah.
I would consider it, but I'm sorry. I can't make that commute.
I kind of caught myself when I read that line. There are just not enough employees to go around. That's not the case.
Yeah.
There's just not enough people applying. You know.
True. I wonder what Canopy Lake pays. Do you think it's minimum wage?
Probably.
Oh.
Probably. I know a lot of these places would get foreign help. You know, like foreign students would come over for the summer, and I guess it's difficult to get a visa now.
Yeah, something about the process is all messed up.
The American League came out on top again in the All-Star Game. Sports is next, but see what's going on today. Engagement ring sales are on the rise in the U.S. Fine jewelers say they saw massive spikes in demand and sales in April and May following more access to COVID vaccination throughout the U.S.
Interesting.
They think because people are getting vaccinated, they're getting engaged. Some are even spending more on the engagement ring because while millions of Americans faced devastating economic losses during the pandemic, some workers who stayed employed were able to save money since there wasn't much to do during the lockdown.
Yeah. See, I feel like what it was with the rise in engagement ring sales, I think you got through the test. The test was quarantine. Can you get through it all with your partner enough where you don't want to kill each other?
Yeah.
And everyone that got through it was like, well, I mean,
If we survive
if we did this, then we might as well get married.
might as well. That's
So
a
there
very
it
good
is.
point.
That's my insight.
I love your insight, yes.
Thank you.
Sports this morning. The American League defeated the National League 5-2 in the All-Star game last night in Denver. Behind two-way star Shohei Ohtani's perfect first inning and a 468-foot home run from Vladimir Guerrero Jr. of the Toronto Blue Jays, the American League cruised to its 8th straight victory in the Midsummer Classic. The American League has now won 20 of the past 23 All-Star games, not including a tie in 2002. I wonder why.
I'm trying to think if it could relate to the DH situation.
I was thinking
but
the same thing.
I don't think it would, right? I mean, Because I think the All-Star game, they always have a DH, so
Yeah.
both sides get a DH, and then the National League has phenomenal hitters, so
Right.
I don't really
It's
think
like
that would be the case.
They just get an extra bat in the lineup.
Yeah,
You know.
I don't know.
The 22-year-old Guerrero was named Most Valuable Player, becoming the youngest MVP in All-Star Game history. Max Scherzer, who does have two different colored eyes,
Yes.
like Kat mentioned. Max Scherzer of the Washington Nationals was perfect over one inning. He had one strikeout through 11 pitches. Corbin Burns, who relieved Scherzer in the second inning, was credited with the loss after allowing 2 earned runs on 4 hits over his 2 innings of work. And Tampa Bay is starting to refer to itself as Champa Bay, with 2 world championships in the span of 6 months. That title is well-deserved. Tampa Bay Lightning and the Tampa Bay Bucks in the Super Bowl. But they can't be trusted with shiny objects. Remember how Tom Brady threw the trophy? And if he now says, I never should have done that.
Yeah, he was a little intoxicated.
A little bit,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, the hockey players, the Tampa Bay Lightning, were kind of clowning around with the Stanley Cup, and they dented it. They partied on the water, too, before a massive storm hit the area, and the cup seems to have taken a significant bump along the way. There's a photo of the actual cup atop the trophy. There's a cup on top of the cup.
Yeah, so it's called the Stanley Cup. So
Yeah. And it does appear to be quite dented. So
yeah.
the good news is, from what I read, the cup they had was not the cup.
Oh, I thought it was. I read that it was being sent back to Canada to get fixed.
Well, I did read that, but I guess I guess they have one that they let guys take around.
that's smart, right? Like
I would
not
think
to.
so.
I mean, at least for the parade.
Yeah.
And anytime Gronk gets it. I mean, we saw Gronk literally hit a baseball with it. So
yeah.
that's
yeah.
just, I love Gronk, but he's a fool.
The Emmy nominees were announced yesterday. The Crown and The Mandalorian lead the way. We'll talk about that in a moment. But first, something I think you're going to see more and more artists do, I think. On a recent Ask Garth segment of his Inside Studio G Facebook show, Garth Brooks revealed why, as a strict rule, he never sells tickets for the first 2 rows of his concert. And I've heard Billy Joel does the same thing for the same reason. Garth said that while he is tired of dealing with ticket scalpers and disinterested spectators who are not really into his music, but are busy looking around to see who's seeing them,
Yeah.
he got tired of doing that. So after consulting with other members of the regular touring acts like Bruce Springsteen and U2, and also Billy Joel does this, he developed a strategy. Instead of offering those tickets for sale, he gives away those prime tickets to fans who have already bought tickets for the upper deck seats.
Yeah. I think it's a great idea.
He says he sends his crew up to the highest sections furthest away from the stage. And ideally, Garth believes that those fans would be very excited to be down in front and would appreciate the concert more than those who scalp the seats.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I mean, that's the tough thing about scalpers nowadays, that artists actually, when their tickets go on sale and when they sell out, they literally go on, like I've seen this many, many times, they go on Instagram and they're like, guys, don't buy the resold tickets. Like, we'll come back at some point. Like, there'll be more shows. Don't buy the resold tickets.
Yeah.
Because the price difference is crazy. People jack up the prices on those.
And Billy Joel said he got tired of it. He'd be doing his show and he'd look in the front row, and there's people in the front row.
Yeah. And that must be tough as like a...
You don't want to see that.
Well, yeah, you're trying to give a show to the people in the nosebleeds, and you got these people that are like... I feel like you see it sometimes. I don't know if you ever like see concert footage, and you see like the random dude just standing there. Like not dancing, not singing along, just watching. And it's like he's probably enjoying it, I guess, but I don't know.
In his own way.
Get into it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And can you imagine if you had those nosebleed seats and all of a sudden you get brought down?
You'd be pumped. You'd be pumped.
You're partying.
Yeah.
Finally, entertainment news for today. The Emmy Award nominations were announced yesterday. The Crown and The Mandalorian tied for the top spot, garnering 24 nominations in total. They are followed by WandaVision, got 23, The Handmaid's Tale, and Saturday Night Live with 21 each. Ted Lasso got 20. I have to watch that show.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
They say it's really good. Other standouts included Lovecraft Country and The Queen's Gambit with 18 apiece, and Mayor of Easttown, which I never heard of, got 16. The Emmys will be handed out in September.
Hamilton got nominated for some things, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And, did you see, I can never remember his name, but the guy who played George Washington.
Chris Jackson.
Yes.
Yeah.
He sang the national anthem last night.
Oh, he did?
Yep, before the All-Star game.
I'm going to have to look that up.
Yep.
I love him.
And Gayle King says she will ban family members from her Thanksgiving celebrations this year if they don't get vaccinated against COVID. The CBS This Morning co-host was talking with Dr. Anthony Fauci on the challenge of getting more Americans fully inoculated amid the threat of COVID-19's Delta variant. King told Fauci that she is taking measures to protect herself against her own relatives who have yet to get vaccinated. She said, I have this problem with some members of my family, which I'm now going to ban for Thanksgiving vacation. That's how strongly I'm taking what you're saying.
Do it up. I say, I mean, if it's your vacation, you do what you want.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Tough conversation to have, though, don't you think?
That would be awkward.
You know?
But, I mean, I think it's necessary.
You're calling to find out who's going to bring that green bean casserole, you know?
I would just call anybody that was thinking about bringing potato salad. I'd be like, hey, you're just not invited. They're like, but I got vaccinated. I'm like, that's, it's not that.
Sorry.
It's just, we don't need potato salad. Potato salad isn't a Thanksgiving food, though, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
I just wanted to
Does anybody?
confirm.
I
Well,
don't-
because mashed potatoes is
mashed
the
potatoes.
Thanksgiving food. You can't have mashed potatoes and potato salad.
Right.
You just can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you wanted to talk about mac and cheese.
Well, you were the one that brought up mac and cheese. I just have an opinion on it.
Kraft is launching a mac and cheese flavored ice cream today.
Oh, okay. All right.
They're working with a company called Van Leeuwen, which is out of Brooklyn. The ice cream will be sold in Van Leeuwen shops and online starting Wednesday. So I got to check to see if this is available this morning. This, of course, happens to be National Macaroni and Cheese Day, so they are announcing. Let me see how they describe it. We know that there is nothing more refreshing on a hot summer day than ice cream. That is why we wanted to combine two of the most iconic comfort foods to create an ice cream with the unforgettable flavor of Kraft macaroni and cheese that we all grew up with. Pints go on sale at 11 o'clock. All right, so we got time. Pints go on sale at 11 o'clock for $12 a piece.
I just don't.
I have no desire.
Why are we still mixing foods that shouldn't be mixed? I don't. What's the
And don't we have enough?
What's the goal?
Don't we have enough ice cream flavors?
We do.
As it is now, whenever we go for ice cream, I go up to the window, whatever, and I look at the board and I go.
Every now and then you'll see like a new one, but it's something like pastry related, like dessert related.
Yeah.
But we don't need to throw mac and cheese in there. Like that's just
somebody made a lobster ice cream too last year.
Again,
like,
that's another one though. It's like let's not.
All right,
plus, why are we messing with seafood? Like that's
So-
that's a dangerous game to play. You know.
So our question this morning: would you try mac and cheese ice cream?
I would try it just so I could have the knowledge of how bad of a decision it is.
You try one scoop?
I mean, I guess that there's the chance that a weird combination is amazing. I mean, that's the way people with mustard on watermelon felt. But
And like we said, there had to be a guy who looked at a lobster and said, let me dip this in butter. You know?
yeah, I mean,
Great combination.
That one kind of makes sense, though. Yeah. No, Kraft mac and cheese, I think, is overrated, though. I think there's better mac and cheeses. Like, I think Velveeta is.
Yeah,
and I've gotten hate for this. I know people that hate Velveeta.
Don't hate Matt.
But
you know people that what?
I know people that hate Velveeta. They don't like it.
Really?
Yeah, there's something about the cheese.
Too cheesy?
To which I said, but you're okay with a powdered cheese.
Yeah.
In Kraft mac. I don't know. I think Kraft mac and cheese is overrated. Kat loves it. Kat's a big fan of Kraft mac and cheese. She also likes Velveeta though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not crazy about Kraft. I'll eat it if it's there. Like I don't hate it, but I think it's overrated.
I know
That's what I'm saying.
They have definitely found a way to get into kids' minds because I mean, Liam he was probably 16 months, 14 months, and he knew that blue box. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
they've done a great job of branding their product as the best mac and cheese, but I just don't agree with it.
Do you want
That's
to weigh
all I'm
in on
saying.
mac and cheese this morning?
Someone did ask me. Let me see. Abby said, "Matt, do you approve of green bean casserole?" I don't hate it. I don't. It's not one of my favorite foods.
You eat it?
I eat it sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's another one that I think is a little overrated. I think people go crazy for green bean casserole.
Yeah, it's a holiday thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't. I'll put a little scoop on my plate. That's about it. And I won't. I
have
don't look forward to the holiday for green bean casserole. Let me
I have
just
a
say that.
meal. I have a meal that I make with. It's a pasta dish that has some vegetables in it, has some corn in it, and it's topped with those French's onion rings.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have the darndest time finding those, like in June. You know,
Yeah.
I mean they're everywhere in November, but try to find the little onion rings in June.
Are they seasonal? I don't know.
Not with this menu, the recipe that I now have.
Let's see. I've missed a lot here.
Yeah, let's catch up.
Diane said, "Matt, go to the bitter end. They have Jaws playing on repeat every minute they're open." Do they really? I feel like that's one. The bitter end is a bar, correct?
Is that the bar that our friend works at now?
I think so. That's the
Yes.
one on Shaw Road, right?
We'll have to ask.
Someone can let me know.
At Route 6 and Shaw Road.
But is a bar a place to watch a movie? Why are they playing Jaws? That's strange. But that's good to know.
Okay.
Let's see what else we got here. Gary says, regarding the Sacha Baron Cohen billboard problems, who remembers back in the day the car wash place So Fresh, So Clean using the Outcast song in their commercials? Magically, the commercial changed overnight.
Oh, wow.
Do you remember that?
No, I don't. But I can.
What's
I
up
can
with
see
people
that
using things without permission? What?
I mean, even we know that we can't use certain things for this show.
I know. I played a video yesterday without music because I can get in trouble for it.
Yeah, that's why if we play a TikTok without any sound, that's because the song
probably a
can get us
song.
dinged. You know.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like a huge thing, but I mean, it's still, we try and avoid it when
It's
we
an
can.
inconvenience, yeah.
Diane said, "Yay, Bolts and Bucks." Yeah, she's a big Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay fan.
They're a big Tampa Bay family
Yes,
over
they
there.
are.
Abby started The Crown last night. I should probably watch that at some point.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's 4 seasons of it now.
Abby also said she'll pass on that ice cream. Yeah, not.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nathan too said definitely will not try the ice cream. I don't know. It's
one of those things that
Weird.
it's so weird that we're tempted to. You know.
Kat said, if you guys want me to try it for the show, I will. maybe we'll do that. If someone can get a hold of that ice cream, maybe me, Kat, and Pete will try a little bit of mac and cheese ice cream on the show.
Let's see if
At 8 o'clock in the morning. It'll be great. It'll be great. Diane said, hate Velveeta. What? I like Velveeta.
Why do you hate
That's
Velveeta?
that's like all I ate when I got my wisdom teeth out was Velveeta.
Oh, that's right.
What else? No, it's pretty much Velveeta. Oh, and mashed potatoes. Yeah. Not potato salad.
I am trying to Google this while doing the show.
That's all right.
I'll do it afterwards.
If you want to, I can keep going here. Nathan said, I'm not a fan of Kraft. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of overrated.
If I had a choice, it would be my homemade, followed by Mom's homemade.
I think we're going with boxed mac and cheese here.
Okay,
Yeah.
followed by Velveeta,
Yeah.
followed by Kraft.
There is one. Someone help me out. What's the mac and cheese that comes in? There's like a purple box, a green box. Like one of them's like a white cheddar. Those are good, but I don't know what the name of them are.
Really?
If someone can help me out, there's like a purple box. They come in different colors based on the different kind that they are. But I remember that one of them's a purple box and a green box. So somebody help, please. Let's see what else here. A lot of people not liking the ice cream. Let's see.
All it says, I'm on the Van Leeuwen website. It's an ice cream company I've never heard of. It's VAN and then LEEUWEN. Van Leeuwen.
Even more concerning. Gail said, Kat, you are such a trooper trying all the weird foods. Yeah, Kat, where did this love of trying weird foods come from? I feel like this hasn't been a thing, but all of a sudden you're just the food trier.
Check out this website. Coming soon, Kraft Macaroni and Cheese. You know you've always wondered what this mashup would taste like.
I haven't.
Or at least you do now.
Coming
soon.
I still don't really wonder. I feel like I'm going to take a bite and just not be surprised and be like, yep, that's gross, and I expected it. Gail said, don't like Kraft and don't want mac and cheese ice cream. Yeah, no.
Did we find out, is it Diane that hates Velveeta?
Yes, yep. She did say, yeah, it's on Shaw Road, so it is the one that Abby works at.
The bitter end.
Abby Saban, not Abby Braley. We got too many Abbies.
Too many Abbies.
She said there's no volume on the movie, but it's constantly playing. Well, I need volume. Do they got subtitles going?
It's a New England thing.
Do we
man,
got
I
subtitles?
guess.
Do
Yeah.
you watch like TV with subtitles?
Do I watch?
Like Netflix? Do you watch Netflix
What do
with
I
subtitles?
watch with subtitles? I watch something with subtitles.
Because sometimes I feel like when I can't hear the dialogue, I'll put on subtitles. Who's getting a call?
I'm getting a call.
How
The one day,
unprofessional.
the one day that
This
I
guy.
didn't mute the phone.
He's been doing it for 30 years, and now do you not respect my show enough?
No, I
think
respect
that's
your.
I think that's what it is.
I specifically remember because I got a notice on a notification on my phone
Okay.
that we both heard, and I specifically remember saying, "Oh, should I mute the phone?" No, nobody calls me.
This morning?
Yeah.
I don't remember you saying that. I remember
I said
the
it to
notification
myself.
Oh, okay.
I
All
said
right.
to myself, "Do I need to?" Nah, nobody will call me.
This is interesting. Peter Guy says you need to get Kraft Premium. It has a squeeze pouch with Velveeta instead of powder. It's great. I did not know that was a thing.
Wow.
So I'm definitely down to try that.
Kraft
That sounds better
Premium.
than just normal Kraft.
Did anybody recognize the other one you mentioned?
Annie's. That's what it is. It's Annie's mac and cheese.
Annie's mac and cheese.
That is good. That's probably, I don't know. I like Velveeta. I'll probably go Velveeta, then Annie's, and then Kraft. But that's good. We should pick up some so you
All
can
right.
try it. It's pretty good. I like the white cheddar one.
Well, Kat's coming over today. We can try hers. Try that today, maybe.
All right. Well, someone's got to go to the grocery store. Kat, go to the grocery store. Pick up some
Yeah.
Annie's on your way here.
Yeah.
All right, and that's it. We're all caught up.
All right. Feel free to chat about anything. We don't mind if it takes us off in another direction if you have a question. And if you're watching this later in the day, we are live at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's okay if you don't want to get up with us. It's all right. If you watch it later in the day, you can mention something in the comments next to the YouTube video or on the Facebook page or email the Pete Braley Show at gmail.com.
And if you guys have random like topic ideas, like how Abby was like, Matt, do you like green bean casserole?
Yeah.
If you want my random opinion, unqualified opinion, so we can fight about something, let's do it.
What would be Matt's perfect cookout menu?
Oh, that's interesting. That's
That
interesting.
could be something.
Burritos? No, I'm kidding. All right. Back to the show.
What happens if you die in your dream? An expert says if you die in your dreams, it's often a positive sign. It's a positive sign that changes and new beginnings lie ahead. The mystical practitioner says if you die in your dream, it could mean that you are growing as a person and you view your old self as dying.
Okay.
She also says that a death dream could mean you feel you need to make big changes in your life. And she revealed that dying in your dream could mean you are dealing with a breakup or a loss in your life.
A lot of different things there.
I don't think I have ever had a dream where I die. You know?
I think I have. I've definitely had the falling dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, where you're I don't
Yeah.
know, like falling off a skyscraper for some reason, and you wake up right before you hit the ground. I've definitely had those are weird because I don't know if you've ever had those, but like you like shake yourself awake. It always feels like you like jump, which I never know if you actually do. But you jump and then you look around like, did anybody see me? As if anyone's there. You're like, did anyone see me?
Well,
Like, that feels weird. I don't know.
I have had a dream where I've done that, and your mother next to me will say, "You all right?" You know, so
maybe
you do
jump.
move.
Yeah, I remember like I don't know, like hotel rooms, like when the family used to travel or something. Because I feel like this has happened like many times to me, or like a sleepover when I was younger. Like I feel like I would do that and look around, like, did anyone see me? Like, am I a weirdo for that?
I have had plenty of times when I'm conscious that I wonder about what happens after death. You know?
Yeah.
Like, where do you go? What do you see? You know?
Yeah.
You know, they always say you see your loved ones. It's all right, but do I see my loved ones as I remember them, like maybe old and frail and in the hospital, or do I
would
suddenly see them in their prime?
I would think
You
you
know?
see them in the prime that you've experienced. So I would never see you with hair. But I would imagine, and again, I'm not qualified in any way. But then again, at this topic, nobody's qualified.
No, really.
I feel like you would see them in the prime in which you've experienced them. So kind of like you can't see them in a way you don't know.
Right.
So I feel like it would be, the prime that you've seen them. So it wouldn't be the word. It wouldn't be the last thing you've seen. I think it would be what you want to see them as.
things I wonder about when I can't sleep. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, mine's got to go somewhere.
There you go.
We're getting deep. All right. Here's the funny story I mentioned earlier. It's about those who have walked out on first dates. And the question is, what was your I'm out of here moment? What made you say, I'm getting out of here?
I feel like it's got to be a lot, like to physically get up, because I would hope that people are nice enough to like stick around. So it's got to be a lot for you to be like, I'm legit getting up and walking out.
I have a few.
Let's hear them.
All right. This one man said she had 22 cats and would randomly take in strays. She wouldn't give them any vet care and was planning on keeping a recent litter. I paid the bartender when she went to the bathroom and hyper walked to the door. I immediately forwarded her contact info and a summary of what she had told me to the Humane Society.
Yeah, that's tough. I feel like I still would have stuck out the date. I don't know. I'd feel guilty leaving.
Yeah.
But I agree with hitting up the Humane Society or whatever, because that doesn't seem good for the cats.
This lady went to meet a guy for the first time at his house, and there was a pile of toenail clippings on his coffee table.
Yeah, no, yep, 100%. That's a valid reason to leave.
And it wasn't one recent clipping. It was like many clippings. So, yeah, out the door I went.
Yeah, because I feel like that's not even like you're a slob and you just don't clean them up. That's like you got some weird collection obsession.
I know, huh?
To have that many, I don't. That's really weird. I would leave. That's a good reason to leave.
I had a first date with a girl who insisted we go to a really expensive place where she ordered a $25 appetizer, $45 steak, and a $15 drink. The whole time she kept taking calls and answering texts. The waitress noticed and motioned for me from behind her. She said, I excused myself, and the waitress had separate bills all made up and asked if I wanted to pay my share and leave her at the table. I said that would be wonderful, and that's what I did.
Shout out to the waitress. That's bad if even the waitress knows how bad of a date this is.
I would think that the waitresses probably have a much better idea of how things are going.
That's true.
They
That's a
probably
good
really
point.
study their table.
Yeah, I would say that. No, that's a pretty good reason to leave, because she's just there for a meal.
Yeah,
That's it.
she brought her pet rat with her. She kept it hanging out of her bra, and she fed it French fries.
Okay, no, that's
She
gotta be a
also-
fake story, right?
She also casually mentioned she had warrants, so I just faked an emergency and bailed.
Like that's got to be fake to go viral, right? No one would legitimately bring a rat to a first date, right? I would hope.
Within 10 minutes of meeting my date, he started making sexual comments and joking about following me home so that he could stalk me if I rejected him. I got out with the help of a bartender who let me leave out the back door.
Yeah, no. At that point, you call you call the cops. That's a weirdo. That's a weirdo situation.
I never thought about how many bartenders probably rescued these people, huh?
Well, yeah, I've heard cool stories how like bars have a special drink you can order that actually means you're in trouble or something like that. Like there's different code you can say to the bartender and they help you out. I don't know. I've seen it on like Facebook or Instagram or something. I think that's cool.
Wasn't there one on Instagram recently where a bartender handed the girl like a note written on like it looked like a receipt, but on the note it says something like, "If you're in trouble, move your ponytail."
Yeah,
I
because
can
that's a
get you out
scary
of
thing.
here.
There's a bunch of weirdos out there.
She finally let it slip that she had a boyfriend, but it was totally fine because things have been going bad for a long time, and she was going to break up with him. My thoughts were that if she would do that to him, she'd do it to me.
That's a good point.
No thanks, I'm out of here. This one. Went to pick up my blind date. She opened the door, looked at me and said, "Ew." I looked at her and said, "Yeah, I agree," and turned on my heel and left. Total date time, less than 5 minutes.
I mean, at least you're not wasting time. But why blind? I feel like blind dates are a thing of the past. Why do that?
Yeah, especially with, so much access to photos and
Yeah. Well, I mean, I will say that people are probably most definitely lying about their photos on these apps. But But blind dates, I mean, that's just, you're just setting yourself up for failure, man.
I walked into a guy's house and heard his mom yell out, "Who the hell's that? I told you I didn't want any more girls in here." I turned around and walked out.
Ah.
Shades of, was it Big Bang Theory? With
Howard's mom.
Howard's mom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Howard, are you having a sleepover?
I love that show.
We sat down for dinner and had a decent but uninspired conversation. Ordered, food arrives. As we started eating, she shushed me and said, "No more talking. I'm just here for the food." I dropped a 20 on the table and walked out.
At that point, I would definitely get separate checks. I don't know if they just straight up admit that they're just here for them. Why go on the date?
Yeah.
Like, oh God. Yeah, no, separate checks.
And the final one I have, I see. I don't have anything that can even remotely meet these qualifications. She said, "I had a first date with a girl who told me, actually, I'm engaged, but I'm not 100% sure if he's the right one. So I'm going to go out on a few dates and see if I change my mind."
You gotta
Check, please.
You got to figure that out before you go on the dates. Come on.
So those are your first date stories about what happened that made you decide, I'm out of here.
Yeah. Abby says, "I've never walked out, but definitely knew it wasn't going to happen. Stuck it out for the rest of the meal." Yeah, I feel like that's the right way to do it.
That's a polite thing to do.
Unless they pull out the rat, then I'm done.
Yeah, that one's got me.
Again, that has to be a lie, right? And you can't.
And where did they go where she could bring a rat into the place?
I don't know. And why was it like hanging out of her bra? That's what they said. Like, that's just. I don't know. How do you get to the point where you're going on a date with this person? Like, I feel like, I don't know. The rat can't be the only weird thing about this person.
Yeah.
We probably had some sort of heads up that she was, I would think, no? Abby said, "First, don't meet someone at their house for the first date. Second, toenails are gross." Yeah, that toenail one is just,
Toenails
they got
are
problems.
Toenails are grosser than fingernails, right? Because it's feet.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if I saw a pile of either one, I would say that it's gross. I don't think if I, like, hey, are those toenails or fingernails? And they're like fingernails. I'm like, all right, that's okay. I don't think I would be like that.
Where is the proper place to trim your nails?
That's a good question.
Does anyone, because one day I was trimming my nail, not my toenails.
Yeah.
Number one, I can't reach those. But
So he never cuts them. No, I'm just kidding. He goes. Gets the petty.
I get a pedicure.
Yes.
Because my wife hates feet.
Yes.
Which I think is funny because she deals with all kinds of body parts and whatever.
And blood and all this. She's a paramedic.
But she hates feet.
Yeah.
So, she took me to the nail salon. I go to a place called Cuticles. I see Lee once a month, and she takes care of my nails.
And he loves it.
But one day I was trimming my fingernails over the garbage, and Matt came out and said, "You doing that there?" I said, "Well, where's a good?
Well, no, I also
is there a proper place?"
I don't know what. I think you had like your glass of water nearby, or something.
Yeah, on the counter.
Because
yeah.
I also cut my fingernails there.
Okay.
But I make sure that there's nothing around. I don't want to get. You never know where those fingernails are going.
Because they,
all right?
yeah,
they shoot out everywhere.
they do.
So I make sure nobody's drink, no food, no nothing, and I clean up. I wipe everything down afterwards. But like toenails, I'll cut my toenails over the toilet actually, and then
Okay.
yeah, like I put a towel on the toilet seat because I think that's nasty.
Because
I don't want to put my bare feet on the toilet seat.
Where your butt's been?
Yeah,
Yeah, here you go.
that's just a weird thing.
No, I can go with you. Yeah.
Abby says bathroom. Yeah, the problem is our bathroom trash is kind of like in the corner. You
Yeah,
can't really.
It's really small.
I mean, I guess you could pick up the trash and like put it on the toilet or something.
And I'm sorry,
Maybe we
but
should start doing that.
I don't know. I don't care how careful you try to be. You can't get. I mean, there's going to be one that you miss.
Yeah,
It goes that way. You know?
Where? Who? Why hasn't anyone invented a toenail clipper that like catches the toenails and then you could just throw them away?
There you go.
I told you, I have a lot of ideas. Many of them are bad. Some of them are okay, and some of them are great. And I think this is a great idea.
There you go.
I have no idea how to make it though. If anyone has any idea on who could help me out with this idea, let me know. I feel like that's something. If it's not already a thing,
I feel it could work.
like maybe I don't know. I'm trying to think of the design in my head. I don't know. Maybe it has like a cone, so you put like your. I don't know. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm going to stop talking before this good idea becomes a bad idea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just going to stay on top of the world
Say,
right
this
now.
could be how the idea forms.
Yeah, real quick, Mrs. Guy said, what happened to the multi-meaning word search and homonym homophone list. I'm trying to think what we were talking about.
Oh, that was when we were talking about how English is so confusing because you can spell two like three ways.
Oh, yep.
T-O,
Yep.
T-W-O, T-O-O. I think that's what
And also like the often thing. Was
yes.
that part of that?
Yeah.
We're still working on that. We still need to finish that.
Yeah.
She did say, also, does the car radio count in the tech-free weekend? It's a good question. I don't know. What do you guys think?
know.
You guys let us know.
You guys are telling me what's going on, so.
Because that's a good point. Like if you and Trish go for a drive or something, are you allowed to listen to the radio? I would think, part of me wants to say no, because there can be some news and headlines, and you're supposed to be unplugged from that stuff.
But you said I can go buy the newspaper.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. What do you guys think? Car radio, yay or nay? We're
I
gonna
think
we're gonna go by you guys.
You're going to have a meeting about this, I think.
There's a lot of technicalities that we didn't plan on.
Right.
It's funny because this is supposed to be like a cleansing weekend.
Right.
And there's a lot of stress that's going into it.
Yeah.
So are we doing better or worse? Let's see. Gail said, when I could reach my feet, I would sit on the bedroom floor with a tissue to put the trimmings on. Yeah, that's a good idea, too.
Okay, yeah.
I like my toilet strat. or also my my invention idea.
Your invention, yes. Toenail clipper.
I probably shouldn't have said it on the internet. If any of you steal my idea,
yes,
I will find you.
We will
and I will demand. Well, actually, this is proof that I came up with the idea first, right? Can I use this? Would this be valid in court? Do we have any lawyers in here?
I don't know.
I don't think I could.
I don't know.
I think because it's not patented or anything. All right, so I'm going to be in a hurry after the show to patent that idea.
All right, let me get to the TikTok challenge because you asked me about this. You said, what is this new? Well, this is Dr. Braley with the Health and Fitness File.
I don't think you can call yourself a doctor if you're not a doctor.
Why not? It's my show. There's a new TikTok trend where people are using the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser to whiten their teeth.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
Dentists and doctors say it's not safe. Magic erasers are cleaning sponges that contain chemicals. The trend started last month when a user, the Heather Dunn, posted a TikTok video showing how she whitens her teeth with a small piece of a magic eraser. The video has more than 255,000 likes and more than 5,000 comments. In those comments, Dr. Benjamin Winters, who's an orthodontist from Texas, was shocked by Dunn's video. He says, a magic eraser is actually made of melamine foam. It's basically foam that's hard as glass and acts as a really abrasive sandpaper, meaning, yeah, your teeth are white because you scrubbed all the enamel off. So, in fact, no, don't do this. Other doctors chimed in and agreed, given the list of ingredients in magic erasers. Magic erasers contain, I'll do my best, melamine, sulfuric acid, formaldehyde, and sodium. Two of those chemicals, sulfuric acid and formaldehyde, are actually really dangerous.
Why are people that are vastly unqualified trying to come up with ways to whiten your teeth?
It's all about how to go viral, right?
Yeah. I actually did find a dentist on TikTok, and it was one of those things where I got sucked into for a while. Found some very interesting information. Like when you drink coffee or soda or you eat candy, you shouldn't brush your teeth right after it. You should wait like 20, 30 minutes and then brush your teeth.
Why is that?
Because the soda and the coffee weakens the enamel on your teeth. And so if you brush them right after, then you might be scraping some of that off. So
good point.
Interesting comment.
Good
She
point.
also said that like a lot of the at-home teeth whitening stuff is a scam. It doesn't really work. The only and now this could have been because she whitens teeth in her dentistry, so it could have been a little marketing here. But she did say like the only reliable way to get your teeth whitened is like professionally by a dentist.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can do one of those. I was today years old when I found out
Okay.
that I shouldn't rinse my mouth after I brush my teeth.
Yep.
I
do have a beef with that.
I always rinse my mouth after brushing my teeth, but the thought is, especially at night, you're supposed to do it, especially at night.
Yeah.
The toothpaste can stay on your teeth longer.
And that's a good thing.
You're not washing it away.
Yeah. I do have an issue with that, though.
Why?
And I don't know if there's any dentists watching. My issue is sometimes I brush my teeth and then floss, and then I like to rinse after flossing. because you loosen up some stuff. You want to rinse it out.
Right.
But then it defeats that point. So I don't know. Should you not rinse after flossing, or is it okay? I don't know.
All right, so for future shows, we need a dentist.
Yes.
And we need a studio lawyer.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. I need a studio engineer.
Engineer.
To basically build my inventions as I come up with them. Gail did say, I feel like I've seen a catcher on toenail clippers somewhere. Well, thank you for crushing my dreams, Gail.
A toenail clipper catcher?
No, I'm just kidding. I feel like I have a lot of bad ideas, and then any good idea I have, it's already been invented. So that's okay.
Oh, well.
That's a good thing, though. If it's already been invented, let's buy one. Yep. I will say, though, if it's already been invented, they didn't do a good job at it, because I don't have one.
And we don't, the world doesn't know about it.
I feel like if it was that good, I would have one already.
All right.
So maybe I need to make a better one.
All right, so what's my homework today? I'm supposed to try to find this mac and cheese. Annie's mac and cheese?
Yeah, by the way, Kat said a while back that she said you go to the grocery store. But you're already out because you're coming over here.
She hates going to the grocery store.
I'm just saying.
What was the other homework assignment I had? I was supposed to look something up, I guess, and I forgot what it was.
Well, we got to do this list that Mrs. Guy was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
We did say we were going to do
What
that.
is it again? Words that...
words with multiple meanings that are stupid.
Okay.
Like why couldn't we just make a different word for like two, and two?
Right.
There, and there.
Right.
And then the other one was words like often, that are common mispronunciations. Did we talk about supposedly that day?
I don't think we did.
And supposedly, I was thinking about that. I think Trish said not to throw it under the bus. I think she said supposedly the other day.
Supposedly?
That's another one.
That's not a word, is it?
No, it's supposedly.
Right.
Yeah.
But people say supposedly?
Yep. That's a pretty common one.
Yeah.
Kat said, when I went to the dentist, I was told to floss first and then brush your teeth. Well, every time I go to the dentist, they brush your teeth and then floss.
Right.
So I was just going by the professionals.
That's it,
But I don't know. The dentist and me don't get along sometimes. So I don't know.
We have a theory that the dentist, who my wife has known for years, the dentist has kids the same age, as we had. And we think that sometimes when she talks to you, she's talking to her son.
Well, yeah. I don't know if she's watching. There was one time she was like, you need to floss more. And I was like, yep. And she was like, but you actually need to floss more. Like she was like, I know you're just saying yeah. And I was like, what else would I say in that moment? I don't know if she's watching. If she watches the show, I'm sorry. I did not mean to start this lifelong beef that we have. But I've been trying. I've been flossing a lot.
Yes,
and so
he's out.
I'm out to prove you wrong.
I don't know if I should
watching.
Clue her in on this, but
we're late in the show. I don't know if she's watching.
He is flossing every day, so that when she says, you really need to floss, you can say, "Gotcha, I did."
Be like, I knew it was I knew you were just mad at me. But we'll see.
All right,
we'll see.
How about do we have some comments before we go?
Oh, Abby did say yes. Supposedly was mine. Yeah, I did remember. I thought someone mentioned it. And Diane said, brush with a paste of baking soda and a small amount of peroxide. I have heard that one.
Yeah.
I can't remember if I feel like I tried it like once and then never did it again. So like obviously that's not going to do anything if you do it once.
Yeah.
But I think it was more so like the Crest whitening strips that they were saying doesn't do much.
They don't really work?
I think they work to an extent.
And that stuff is expensive too, isn't it? That whitening stuff?
Yep. It's like, I don't know, it's like $40-$50 for a box, I think.
Yikes.
Yup.
All right, let's get to our thought for the day for today. Hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for checking in. I really do appreciate it, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow. Our thought for the day, what comes easy won't last. What lasts won't come easy.
Ah.
The words of Christopher Ferry. What comes easy won't last. What lasts won't come easy. All right.
Boom. I like
Whatever
it.
you're up to, we hope you go out and make it a great day.
Yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.